Well, I mean, the difference was a lot of silly mistakes, breakdowns, bad offense to end the game. We should have won this game. All credit to the Celtics. They beat it. They took it from us. But yeah, we did everything we wanted to do to put ourselves in position to win, and our offense broke down at the end, and so did our defense too. But yeah, just lots of kind of mental errors on both ends.
Some of the mental errors, and what's the dynamic like when you don't have Mike out there to try to organize?
Yeah, I mean, we had four I think Anthony had 4 turnovers, in that closing stretch. Just too much ISO against a really good defense. We built a lead, and we were, for the most part, throughout the entire game, playing with good movement, moving the ball. Kyle was really good for that stretch, and it just became, again, just got too stagnant. And then we're relying on one pass and a shot, or drive it at the end of the clock, and then defensively, just got the loose in pick and roll. We weren't able to stop them coming downhill, and then when we were, they opened up a lot of shooters. So, yeah.
What specifically did they do to get Tatum going in the fourth quarter and overtime?
I mean, they just put him in pick and roll, and he just kind of, he had some momentum drives against us, for one. He hit a couple tough step backs. That's what he does. We want to try to take those away, so he got those guys going. But, I mean, the real thing that got him going was Jaden McDaniels in foul trouble. So I thought he was a little unfortunate in some of those calls, but, that hurt. That not having him out there definitely hurt us. So.
Is there lessons you can draw from what happened tonight, 2 games in 1 Dallas, when it comes to the late game?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This is how we closed games last year, and it didn't really work for us. And we've been good because, we've been able to mix in a lot of different things to close games. At the heart of it, obviously, is Mike and Rudy. But we can pivot to Cat. We certainly have Ant, who's making a lot of plays. But we got to be. That's who we are right now. We have to use it all. So.
In place of Rudy and Mike, you started Nikhil and Kyle, who seemed to play really well today. What stood out about them in this game?
Well, I mean, I thought Kyle played an incredibly smart game out there. It was the catalyst for a lot of our movement, whether it be screening or passing. Nikhil was his normal self. He battled everywhere, made shots. It was really, he came alive. He's been struggling to connect from deep, but he really played with a lot of confidence, a lot of pop, and he made a bunch of timely ones. So it was really good to see that. But again, the ball was moving, and there was a bit of a flow, and he was able to benefit from that.
Was the ball movement kind of creating the space? It seemed like there was a lot of space on the floor in this game. I mean, obviously you're going to have more space without Rudy around the basket, but
I thought we were active cutting, and that was opening up some areas for us to drive. They're a very, very good defensive team. They can guard you one-on-one. They're heavy in the gaps, so you have to cut and move against them to try to loosen it up. So. Yeah.
Is this maybe another step for him to kind of mature in these moments, or do this on a consistent basis?
Oh, for sure. This is all part of the growth curve, all part of learning. It's not. I think you can't be wired to try to score in these moments. You got to be wired to make the right play. They're going to load up against you. You can't bleed the clock unnecessarily, because when they do come and trap you, we need time at the end of it to move it. These are all things that we're harping on, and the turnovers is good. The passing, we got to clean up the passing. Absolutely have to clean up the passing.